everybody, welcome to Kastle Kraft Devlog number 6, where today we're going to look at pretty stuff, but it's also pretty
Hey
laggy.
there, lad.
And all I'm going to
It is
do is play
time
the
for me
game in
to
the
step out of
background
the
and
shadows.
kind of
Do
talk
you
through
want to
some of the
help me
stuff
build
I've
a
done here.
kingdom?
I've spent a lot of time trying to make
Grand.
my own trees, as
Then
you can
let's get
see,
you to
both in the
work.
background and the
I
foreground.
will need
Both
10
pine
fairy
trees, and a
ore
couple
and
different types of
10
pine
logs.
trees, and then regular
We will
trees, and
need
then
a pickaxe to
started to
mine
really
ore
make
and
the
we'll have to
landscape
chop
to
trees.
kind of
You can
how I want
find
it to
them
be
both on the rock
in the
over
long
there.
term. This is still probably going to change quite a bit, but I really wanted to have something in the background, so when I was doing these devlogs, it kind of looked pretty versus just kind of the boring landscapes you've seen in some of my other devlogs. So here I'm just starting the game up and going through, and you can see the lag as I as I spin around it. That is going to be my next step here, is to really try to address that, and that's part of the reason why it took me so long to get this out. I was really working on that, didn't get as far as I'd hoped, but I wanted to put something out so everybody could see kind of where it was going. And here I am just mining up some ore so I can complete the first quest. Again, you can see the time of day going. That's another thing that I put in. You'll see both volumetric clouds up in the sky and then the time of day. You can see the shadows moving. This is not the pace that time will move in the final game. Here I'm just kind of speeding it up so you can see it cycle through. You'll see me hit into nighttime here in a little bit, but you can't see the shadows moving. Chopping down the tree. Uh, you know, One of the things you'll see here in a bit is that the vitriol's coming up, so I'm spawning skeletons. You'll see the other thing I really need to work on is just the combat, and that's between optimizing this and combat. It's probably the next couple things I'm going to work on, and then kind of progress up through the tech tree and get some of the other items I don't have done yet. Alright, so now we're just kind of go back and turn this in. You'll see I'll run into some skeletons, and you'll see kind of what I was talking about with the combat. It's kind of ugly here. I got like a little pelvic thrust or something going on, taking out the skeletons, but I'll clean that up. So I'm going to turn this in. You kind of can see that log to the right. I kind of put a cheater log in so that I can get 150 logs to build the fort. I'm going to turn the items in to unlock the fort. The 10 logs, 10 wood here. And then I'll unlock
Wonderful.
that, and then I'm going to go over
Now
and get
press the key to build the
the
fort you
cheater
just
lug over there with
unlocked.
150 wood on it. Not quite sure what I want to do. I think I might just give a token, like a fort token in the game. I don't know. You can see I'm short and I can't build it, so now I'm going to go over and grab that log, and it's going to get really dark. So the time of day is kind of messing with this right here. The other thing you'll see here in a minute when I build the fort, I'm going to definitely have to get some lights inside the fort. You can see another skeleton found me, so I'm going to take him out real quick. Even harder to do in the dark here as I'm trying to spin around and take him out. So yeah, just a lot of stuff to work on to clean up, but again, hopefully this shows you kind of where I'm headed with it. And I think it kind of looks good if I can just figure out how to get the lagginess out. You can really see the ore, both the ferrium ore and the caparium ore in the backgrounds. They really stand out with the emissive colors that I've made for it. Now I'm going to go build the fort real quick over here. And what I have done is I've made some really big open areas so that you can build the castles and forts. And again, this probably isn't going to be the final layout of the landscape, but at least for this testing, this is what I'm going to do. And here you can see I'm rotating it. I'm going to put the fort down here in a minute. And there we go. And then Barely's going to come over and
Now find the great
help
tomb
me
in
on
the
to the
fort.
next part of the game
You
here.
can
But
choose your next objective.
I don't know if I
will
little
meet you there.
like wind effects. This is dandelions. That's not even my asset. Somebody else's. I don't know. Just testing out. Maybe leaves or wind marks. I don't know. I want something just to have a little more movement, but that also affects the performance. So now I'm just going to quickly do the crafting table, unlock it. This is what I was talking about. I need lamps or torches or something in here so at night you can kind of see better inside the fort. Something else I'll have to put in place. I'll probably have the night cycle be maybe half of what the day cycle is. And, right now the day cycle I believe is, I think it's 6 or 8 minutes, and it'll probably be more like 20, 30 minutes, and then I don't know, somewhere around 4 or 5 minutes of nighttime, so that you're not in the dark a lot, but there still is a dark. And I don't know that night really means anything, and I just kind of like having the day cycle through. I think the game looks better when you're not always just in daylight all the time. The sunsets are really cool up on the hill. I don't think I'm going to get to one of those in this video, but they are pretty cool. I've looked at a couple of them, just thought they were cool. Here you can see another skeleton's coming up because I'm mining the ore and the vitriol's going up. I'm going to take care of him real quick. and finish up getting the Ferium here. Need 25 to unlock the crafting table. Okay, got those. And I'm going to go get some Coperium. And again, they're a lot easier to see because you kind of see them in the background. Another skeleton attacks me, so I think I killed 2 of them here real quick because they just keep finding me. There's another one over there. And right now I don't have them damaging me, and partly because I don't have my combat the way I want for the player. Once I have that down, then I think I probably will let them start damaging. Here's some sample trees I made to start this all off. You can see some pine trees there. I'm going to show a pine forest here in a little bit. So I kind of have 2 biomes, kind of like a birch forest and a pine forest, and there'll be more, but those are the first 2 I'm doing. So now I'm just getting the 25 Coperium just to finish up the crafting table, and I'm going to end this video, turning in the crafting table. But I want to show more of the landscape that I've put in place. Off to the left, you'll see a little bit of river. I'm going to run over there here in a minute and check that out. When it comes to there's a lake and there's rivers in here, I'm going to redo them because I want them to look a little more stylized. The ones that are in there right now just really aren't. They kind of look more realistic. They don't look bad, but definitely going to update those to be more of a stylized look. There you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Probably do some more work on putting rocks in the bottom of the river and just kind of clean that up overall. Alright, and I'm going to head up over this hill here, and you're going to see kind of that second biome that I was talking about. There'll be more pine trees. I'm not really going to run over there and look at it, but you can kind of see the pine trees. That's got a lot of work to go. I just kind of roughed that in right before I took this video. So you can see some red trees that I've been playing around with, that one orange one there in the background. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the coloring yet, but I've tested out quite a few different ones. I kind of like these blue-green trees and that orange trees, so that's probably what I'm going to have. And maybe a few red ones. Maybe we'll look at having them change as seasons go along, so you can have seasons in the game, and they'll turn more red-orange towards the fall, more blue-green in the spring, and then kind of variations as the year goes on, and turn them all white in the winter. I don't know. Got to get the first part of the game going first before I worry about those sort of details. So probably stick with this for a while. And here I am just heading back to the fort, just letting you guys see more of this pine, in this case the birch forest. And again, it's a lot of work still to do, but it looks okay for now. So I'm going to head back over here and turn this in real quick, and then I'm going to let it cycle up to the nighttime, and then that's going to be it. It's going to show the kind of the sky at night. I think it looks pretty cool. Here we go. Yeah, just getting ready to turn that in with barely. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious to see some feedback on this. Don't know if you think this looks good. Yeah, I know it's laggy. I'll definitely have to clean that up. But, if you guys think it looks cool, then I'm going to kind of keep heading down this direction. I think everything kind of blends together with all the different stuff, like the fort walls. You can see here kind of blend in with the look of the landscape. And I think I got an overall aesthetic going that's kind of common. Doesn't look like they're too different, so I'm going to keep pushing forward with that. And so here I just unlocked the Ethereum. Now I'd have to go get some Ferium bars and Coperium bars. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to step out here real quick, like I said. Again, you can kind of see those dandelions at night. I think maybe turning those into like fireflies at night would be kind of cool. And I'm just kind of come up here on the hill and checking out the sky. So you can see the clouds and the stars. And there was a moon. I don't know if I quite look at the moon, but it's a pretty cool day-night cycle. So let me know what you think. Thanks for listening, and leave a comment below and subscribe if you would, please. Thank you, and have a great day.